Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to your weekly energy update. And this is for November 20th through November 27th. And what a big week we have. Of course, here in the United States and other places in the world, November 24th, we do celebrate Thanksgiving. So gratitude and what we are grateful for. And this week definitely has some great energy coming in for us to be thankful as well. Because on November 23rd, Jupiter, who has been retrograde for quite a while, has now going into its post-shadow. Post-shadow is a period of reflecting on what we learned when Jupiter was having us look inward around the energy of what Jupiter focuses on. It will be in post-shadow until February 16th of next year in 2023. So we can have this gratitude for the blessings that Jupiter is going to be putting upon us, because Jupiter is known as the good luck planet, or the blessing, the expander. And during the retrograde for Jupiter, we can connect with like a deeper introspection, kind of look into what spiritual or philosophical growth and development that we reflected upon during the Jupiter when we were being pointed inward in regards to those things. Now we can review those and look at those. Then also on November 23rd, we're also having a Sagittarius new moon. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, so the energies combine so well together. So it is on the 23rd at 15:57 Mountain, or 3:57 p.m. Mountain time. And it is a perfect time to have our 10 new moon wishes. So we want to do it within 8 hours after the new moon. So after 3:57 p.m., within 8 hours after that. And then that helps emphasize the energy of this new moon. So the wishes are best made during that period of time. And as I have been doing, I like to talk about the Sagittarian energy around the new moon, because you can make 10 total new moon wishes with whatever you want, but if you make them around the energy of the new moon zodiac sign, it even expands it even more. So I'm going to pop up a screen here so you can see all this as I review it. And so the Sagittarian energy is about kind of international topics, whatever it may be, if you want to expand internationally, travel, whatever it may be. Also writing and editing and publishing. Along those lines, also teaching and education and learning. And there is about religion and spirituality, church kind of things, like we were talking about. That's what Jupiter really has us focus on. And Sagittarius definitely takes that on. Also, the Sagittarian energy is about optimism and solutions, expansive viewpoints. And it is all this truth-seeking. They are very much after freedom and adventure, but it can also go over into dealing with legal matters, what we consider morality and our conscience. And there's also the awareness of being overstimulated and attention, getting attention. And we can have a little bit of carelessness because of that. There's also about commitments and having too much of something. And as I mentioned, the good luck comes in with all of this too, as well as a little bit of maybe condescension and self-righteousness. Also physical movement, talking, and verbal processing, and also getting out into nature. There is this energy of saying yes and maybe trying to fix things before we're tuning into them. As far as the body, Sagittarian energy rolls over the hips, the sciatic nerve, thighs, and liver. So I know that's a lot, but that is all this energy that we have access to during this new moon. So if you have new moon wishes around that, then make sure to do that and make it in a form of gratitude. Not just because of Thanksgiving and all that, but the new moon, when you have an approach of thank you for, and then putting your wish around one of those subjects, then it's even more powerful. So I love this for us. We are going to pull cards, of course, for each individual zodiac sign. And with all this energy of Jupiter and Sagittarius, we're going to be asking, what higher truth can we reflect on during this Jupiter post-shadow all the way until February 16th of next year? So we're going to jump into your sign reading right now. All right, Libra, this is your weekly energy update. We're going to start off by pulling a card here from the Spirit Animal Oracle, and any of the cards I use in a reading I do list in the description box of the video below. So if any of them catch your eye and you want them for yourself, you know where you can pick those up. All right, so for Libra, what would you like them to know about the truth, the capital T truth, that they can review during the shadow, post-shadow? Okay, I do want that one right there. All right, and you have the Dove Spirit, Be Peace. Beautiful card there. And we'll put that right here. Card number 21, and let's see what message comes in here for you. And it says, with her peaceful cooing, the gentle dove spirit invites you to embrace the energy of peace and allows compassion to warm your heart. You always have the power to generate peace within you, and the appearance of dove spirit is a reminder that today and every day is a good day to meditate, to quiet any turbulence within as you embody tranquility. Above, below, and all around, much may be happening to distract you, but you are called to engage it with the heart of a peacemaker, asking yourself, what would peace do? Can you agree to disagree? The peace you seek rises within and spreads out into the world as Spirit sends her messenger to remind you of the beauty of a harmonious existence with all that is. How beautiful and powerful is your compassionate heart. It reminds me of the Five of Swords of the Tarot, which once you connect to higher unconditional love and the peace from up above, you don't try to get into battles to try to prove that your small t truth is more truer than someone else's small t truth, which is all about opinion. When you engage with capital T truth, which is the love from above, then that allows you to have this compassionate heart, because you realize everyone can believe what they want to believe, and I don't have to try to prove truth to anyone, because true truth doesn't need defending. It's only opinion that needs defending, that we feel it needs defending. These also come with a protection message, which I also want to read, so if it resonates. It says, however disturbed the waters around you, however troubled your heart, Dove Spirit is there to remind you that peace without beginnings within as you reconnect with Spirit through practices that awaken you from spiritual amnesia. Your true nature is a peaceful child of Spirit, but how easily we forget. You're being invited to sit in the cozy, safe nest of Spirit. Soon, the waters will become still and you will feel peace again. Be compassionate with yourself at this time, for all of us can forget that peace is always at hand, always there, gifted to us by Spirit. Become the peace you wish to see in the world so you can reduce any suffering, performing acts of kindness and radiating love. Dove Spirit also reminds you that when you see inequity or someone harmed or in need, trust that you have the capacity to bring peace through smiling, sending love, speaking a kind word, and listening with a compassionate heart. Do your part to be a peacemaker, nourishing compassion, reminding others of the joy of harmonious coexistence so that they may embrace the Dove Spirit within themselves too. I love that. Be the peace that you want to see in the world. Start with you, because really you're the only one that you can do anything about anyway. Because the only way we change the world is not changing minds. No one ever wants their minds changed. They will resist you trying to change their mind. But we change the world by changing hearts. And how do we change hearts? By giving unconditional love. Boom. I love it. All right. We're also going to pull from the Angels and Ancestor Oracle here. Let's see what else we got going on here. So what else for Libra, please? All right. That's the one here. And you've got Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. Beautiful card there. We'll put that right here and we'll see what the Shapeshifter offers you as well. It says, take your time and focus on developing your gifts and strengths. In shamanic traditions, a shapeshifter is either an animal that has the capacity to change between species, or a shaman who has the capacity to transform into an animal to go journeying, like a dove, right? If there is a wild animal that you are particularly drawn to or fascinated by, it's probably because you can transform into one in your meditation or journeying practice to go exploring in the other worlds. When you shift into animal form, you can see the world through different eyes and tap into the animal's survival skills to help yourself through a particular situation. Wow. So seeing things through someone else's eyes, that's how we find peace too, right? Because we're able to not, like agreeing to disagree. Sometimes if we just see the world through someone else's eyes, we understand where they're coming from. We don't argue and try to change their perception, right? And the extended message for this says, you may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you are in a space of transformation. You're moving beyond your past challenges and honing your current strengths. There are opportunities for you to discover and rediscover the gifts and talents that you were born with and born to share. All of your past experiences have only helped you see how strong you really are. You are an amazing soul who can change and transform in ways that people least expect. You have many talents that you will share in your lifetime. You are guided to stay focused on the light, knowing that it will guide you forward. And when this card arrives, there's also an opportunity for you to tap into the power of your spirit animal. Note if you are seeing a particular animal regularly because its medicine is coming to you. Wow, I love it. So stepping into the power of your spirit animal, but also your ability to see things from a different perspective is definitely being reiterated here. And then we're going to look into the Light Seers Tarot and see what else they want you to know. All right. So for Libra, what else would you like them to know, please? Okay. That one just go over here, and this one goes over here. And nope, none of those. All right. What else, please? Okay, you got these two for right here, these two for right here, and this one in the middle. All right. So let me just scooch these over, and we will start with this one down here. And you have the Seven of Wands, and look how peaceful they are. Be the peace you want to see in the world. And this card is great because it does really represent a lot of what we talked about. You can see here that people are poking at the bubble here, the bubble bursters, the dream busters, but they're very serene. And the reason why they understand that the reason why other people are picking at them and trying to bring them down is because the people already feel that they're down, that they're already lower. And so when you realize when people do that, that it's a cry for love, it's a cry because they are feeling so low already, and now something happened where they feel you even got raised higher, which means they're even lowered even lower, right? And so we don't have to defend ourselves. We don't have to, just attack back or whatever. Instead, we can actually reach down. I love the phrase that says, every human has a handle on which to be lifted. And so we can look at these people that are trying to bring us down and saying things and because they feel low about themselves, and sincerely help raise them up so they don't feel so low about themselves. Help them see how Spirit and the Creator really perceive them. Yeah. And then you have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And here you are looking into the mirror, seeing what your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets are blinding you and binding you and making you feel restricted. And this is a great card because it means you are doing this time, finding this awareness, finding these higher truths, and it's allowing you to cut away these old truths that no longer serve you, those that you felt you needed to defend to the death, or at least through an argument, and to prove that what you are believing is more right than someone else's, but you're expanding higher in that with this reflection and looking into that. And then you have the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups are your emotions, and the Seven of Cups is usually like around emotional confusion. But I love that you have two sevens here, because the seven is having you choose and seeing that you get to consciously choose which emotion you want to experience as you're going through things. And so when these things rise, you are making these conscious choices of how you want to respond rather than react and attack back like before. So I really like this cohesion that's happening here with these as they unfold as well. Yeah, and you have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles just talk about you being the authentic you. There's two other people in the picture here, and one of them is the dream busters, the naysayers, those that are like, you're never going to do good at that. Why are you doing it that way? Why don't you do something that's more worthwhile and that you're going to be paid more, blah, 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 right? And those dream busters, we keep them outside our bubble. But the other person is someone who is very supportive of us, and they can be even more dangerous or more influential in taking us off our authentic path, because our inner child does enjoy praise rather than the punishment. And if someone's praising us, we don't want to take the chance of them moving to the other side and, approaching things that way. So there is this kind of awareness that Spirit wants you to bring to the surface of don't be drawn off, because those praisers could say, have you ever thought of doing it this way? And we might veer off because we don't want to lose them as our supporter. And so Spirit's showing you that this path of being true to your authentic you, doing things your way, the way that is in your heart, is what Spirit wants you to do and what it asks for you to do, because it wants you to express you in this world. We don't need another whole bunch of attempts at duplicates. You came here on purpose for a purpose, and it's about you expressing that in that particular way. So I like that. And then you have the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords are, your thoughts, your belief, your mindsets. And I like seeing this because this is about movement of thought and belief. You're moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, rough waters to peaceful waters. So as you stop battling in your head with contradictory types of beliefs and feeling like you have to battle, that's where a lot of this peace comes in. And you do make this beautiful movement with it here. And you're taking your fire into your own hands. The King of Wands. Wands is your drive, like we talked about here with the Wands. You are getting a hold of your power, and you know that whatever you focus on is what grows. And so the King of Wands rules over all the one suit and has a thorough understanding of whatever you focus on is what grows. So if you focus on division, the division grows. If you focus on peace and unity, then that grows. And so it's like whatever this is about, as you focus on the thing you do want and gratitude for what is, then it expands that in your life. And I feel like that's a big part of the finding of the peace too, is because your viewpoint is changing, your focus is changing as well. So I like it. Yeah. And then your 5 of Wands. So it does change from the 5 of Wands is like, it starts off with looking like conflict, like all these individuals are in a battle to get to the light first. So it moves from this energy of feeling like conflict to what feels like love and peace, because it starts off 5 people battling, and it looks like they're trying to hurt one another. And you're like, oh my God, are they going to kill one another? And then one is left barely standing. The other 4 are like exhausted on the ground, and they all help each other up. And they go to the meal hall at the Zen Buddhist monastery to have a meal together. And you're like, what? What's going on here? And you discover that they were all, monks and I was trying to think of what the, nuns, gosh, mental block, monks and nuns, that they were, battling one another to train one another. They weren't trying to hurt one another. They're trying to help each other improve their skills. And so it moves from this place of conflict to a place of love, a place of peace instead. So this is a beautiful, beautiful transformation that's happening in your energy for this Jupiter post-shadow period. And I love the expansion that comes in here for you. So I love, love, love this for you. Of course, you're all about balancing anyway, Libra, but wonderful peace that's coming in through this. And it's going to just really allow you to be your authentic self and to have a lot of beautiful movement. So I love it for you. And that's what we have for this reading for you right now. And if you're looking for more messages of love from above, in addition to these videos, I put out several different kinds throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button, and then also by clicking that subscribe button, you're given access to the notification bell. When you go in there is an option for all. And if you select that, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be notified, of course, as soon as new videos come out on this channel. And 2, you also will be notified when I go live to provide free readings on YouTube. Currently, I go live every night, and I also go live on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. So if you haven't stopped by to say hello and check it out, I'd love to see you. Also, doing those things helps spread the Zen love, and it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like or you share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to automatically share my videos with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, please know I'm very grateful. Also, these are general readings, and if you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings, and all that information is listed in the description box of the video below. All right, beautiful people, as you go throughout this next adventure in your life, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things. And of course, I love you too. So I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But in the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.